The preservation
change
of
has
habitat.
come.
Benefits of having important.
World Environment Day is the most famous day for environmental action. It has been celebrated since 1974 every year on June 5th, with the support of governments, businesses, celebrities, and citizens who focus their efforts on a pressing environmental issue. The theme for 2020 is Celebrate Biodiversity. I will be hosted in Colombia. Our country is one of the largest megadiverse nations in the world to hold 10% of the planet's biodiversity, and it's part of the Amazon rainforest. So, that's why we need to learn about the next topics.
Climate change has caused the deterioration of our environment, and it's really time to change. The droughts, the harsh winters, and the strong storms are affecting all of the species that live there, and we as a humanity we must be aware of the help that all of us need. Also, the atmosphere cannot resist more damage. We have to create innovative ideas to protect it because over the last 50 years, the human activities, in particular the combustion fossil fuels, have released amounts of carbon dioxide and other gases from enough greenhouse effect and affect the global climate.
Extinction is the definitive disappearance of some animals or plant species on our planet. It's an irreversible process. Millions of years ago, there were extinctions due to natural causes, but in recent years, it has grown due to human actions. For example, deforestation, desertification, air and soil pollution, and the climate change. One of the most interesting types for geologists is mass extinction because it is developed in two ways, killing 10% of the species or more in less than a year, and the one that needs up 3.5 million years but extinguishes more of half of the species.
The study concludes that the loss of big predators has likely driven many of the pandemics, population collapse, and ecosystem shifts the herd has seen in recent. Some of the alternatives is to make the population aware of the real danger posed by the extinctions of species that even threatens the human species, disseminate and obtain their collaboration by protecting habitats and collaborating with entities dedicated to conservation. Also, we can create nature reserves and effectively protect those threatened or endangered species. Promote captive breeding programs for these species and enforce established control standards. We must avoid plastic because the plastic are made from petroleum and produce toxic waste. We can also reduce our consumption whenever possible.
I will share to you a message about the preservation of habitats. I will emphasize in the conservation of marine ecosystems. So, to conserve the marine resources inhabited by a million of vital species for us and the water, we must consider the problems that promote its destruction, as pollution, as destructive fishing activities, as coastal development, among others. And the positive solution must be found, such as avoid propagation of these effects. So, it is important to highlight the children's education inside schools. Why? Because water is life. Water is an important resource of humans. So, keep it care and keep it clean.
The preservation of habitat for wild species is one of the most important issues facing the environment today, both in the ocean and on land. As human population increases, land use increases, and wild species have smaller spaces to call home. More than half of Earth's terrestrial surface has been altered due to human activity, resulting in drastic deforestation, erosion, and loss of topsoil, biodiversity loss, and extinction. Species cannot survive outside of the natural habitats without human intervention, such as the habitats found in zoos or aquariums. Preserving habitats is important not only for preserving key components of biological diversity, but for maintaining the associated ecosystem which provide innumerable benefits and protection to humans.
The exploitation of resources is something we must not overlook. The line is preventing us enough to meet our needs. We must respect preserve the place in which we all live. Resources are something valuable. At least it's happening for wanting more money, for greed, all in search of economic growth in the development of countries. But this attitude only is leading to an environmental massacre. What will happen when there won't be more resources? What will happen to the work? From now on, we must avoid this issue, not only as citizens, but also the governments, which must build more policies to ensure a protection of the environment, and start to carry out such action, beginning to be measured and raise awareness around the world.
Benefits of having zoos. Even though lots of people argue that zoos and aquariums are a prison for animals and we are exploiting these animals, they can be beneficial for them. If the zoo is built correctly and is revised by wildlife experts, then it may help species that have had their habitat destroyed. They build these sanctuaries not only with the intention of entertaining us, but also making it comfortable for the animals. There are various examples of this. One of them is the National Amphibian Conservation Center. It's one of the principal conservation centers dedicated to house only amphibians. One of the species they conserve is the dusky gopher frog. Sadly, this species is in danger of being extinct. This organization is making various efforts to restore them.
An introduced species is an organism that is not native to the place or area where it is considered introduced and instead has been transported to the new location by human activity. Introduced species multiply too quickly and become invasive. For example, in 1949, 5 cats were brought to Marion Island. They were introduced as pest control for mice. By 1977, 3,400 cats were living on the island, endangering the local bird population. Many introduced species destroy habitats. Some others do a lot of harm to the economy and the property. What we can do to help is make sure that every species, like plants or animals we have, are not an invasive species. Don't take to other area or to home species that we found in different ecosystems, and never release species into the wild.
The forests cover more than 13% of the Earth's land surface, according to the World Wildlife Fund. These forest areas can provide food, medicine, and fuel for more than a billion people, contributing a large number of jobs thanks to this natural environment. Unfortunately, humans begging for their ambitions to get more economic goods are destroying the entire natural environment. Trees cut down for paper productions, burning forests and CO2 consumption plants that affect animals that live in their environment, even generates health problems. We are human being in search of health and power. However, there is hope that the people like you will put the consumerism aside to life for other sources that don't have to do with deforestation, because it is an issue that we must take care of in the improved the future. That's why we take care of the forest. Your actions depend on your life.
The environment around us is an essential part of human survival. People who don't care about the environment simply do not understand how important it is to all of us. However, there are many reasons why everyone should be concerned about it. For example, the fact that a clean environment is essential for healthy living, and the more you don't care about it, the more it will become polluted with contaminants and toxins that have a harmful impact on health. Another reason is that we just can't live without the resources that the environment provides us, such as air and water. And finally, we know we're not going to live forever, but what kind of world would you like to leave for future generations? That's why taking care of the environment is a matter of life and death.
This day is really important because it shows us how amazing nature can be in many ways, and also it helps us to understand why we have to take good care of the earth. This is the place where many animals live, it's our home, and we must protect it at all costs. We only have one home, and we need to learn how to keep it all together, how to live with the nature, with the animals, and how to stop destroying the environments. We have to work together and help each other so we can make a big difference. So let's do something. If you can plant a tree or a flower, do it! Or if you can start a campaign about the importance of taking care of the environment, do it! Because the earth is going to say thank you. And always remember this: be the change you want to see in the world. I hope you have a nice day. Remember to wash your hands and take care of the earth. Goodbye!